Left the man wide open in the corner, and he knocks it down.
Up to double figures now. Lightning starting to separate. Charles, you said it. They won those first couple of minutes. They're winning the next couple, turning a tie game into an 11-point lead. Just over 4 minutes into this third.
Huge possession here. And a steal.
Careless with the basketball again. You have to value the ball. We've seen the skill set, we've seen the strength, seen him make threes off the dribble, but back-to-back now, turnovers at a very inopportune time.
Perimeter jump shot on the way.
Look at him run. So fluid for a guy who's 6'11".
And
Get
look where
that
he
out
comes.
of here.
Oh my goodness, where did he come from? Back the other way.
It was a big time pass.
Jab step jumper. And now City Rock's hope.
Torrey Brooks is left-handed. He whipped that one across his body with his right. Now it's Diallo getting in on the block party.
So much length and athleticism on display in this PIT championship game. Wide open for a moment. Taggart, one dribble, jumper.
It was good D by Gaiman. He came in, took away the initial catch and shoot, and then challenged the second one. Here's a three for his trouble. Deserved it, but it didn't go.
Back the other way. Quick pull up, nailed it.
Yeah, he's skilled. Can really shoot off the dribble. Just got to value the basketball a little bit more. We've seen some costly turnovers here in the third.
Maybe that'll stop the bleeding. That's his fourth made three for Taggart.
If you're City Rocks, you've got to pick up the ball earlier in transition and know once he starts doing those combo moves, he wants to pull up.
Diallo. Bradford fighting for the rebound. Now bounces out, driving to the bucket. Tried to go in with the reverse and was stopped, but that's a foul. And he'll head to the line to shoot two. Ibrahim. Major part of the Peach Jam experience over the week is your shoe game. Ibrahim might have.
You like the shoes?
Yeah, I like those. Yeah, I'm not usually a colorful guy in that regard. As you've seen my shoe game over the years.
What do you got?
I'm low playing it, low key in it.
Okay. Understated?
Yeah, very understated.
All right.
Black on black. I live vicariously through these youngsters and my son.
Well, Nike's only allowed in this building, I'll tell you that. Oh. So, Charles, here's my question. Have you been in this building at different times of the year? I know at one point they used it as a, during the storms, they used it as a shelter, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It saved a lot of people. I remember seeing pictures of that last summer. Everybody set up cots for people to come. I noticed this summer, finally, it seems like everything has been cleaned up, but that took the better part of a couple of years, right?
Well, it was just last year.
Okay.
The actual storm itself came in September the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, and 3 weeks after my birthday. And it was crazy because, you know, we anticipated something, but certainly not that. My wife described it as if the trees decided in the middle of the night to have a fight.
Oh, wow.
And we were the casualties, meaning our homes. So literally it sounded like train tracks rolling down the road. And not only did it take care of this side of the river, but also on the Georgia side as well. I mean,
yes,
we're, you know, going out 50 miles on this side.
Yeah, the riverfront, I remember seeing trees ripped up all over the place.
Literally like they were pulled out of the ground and thrown. I saw a couple of them actually like projectiles into people's homes. where you saw the roots on the outside.
Yes, yep.
And the tops inside people's homes.
It did take a while to clean all that wreckage up, though.
Yeah, they gave them 6 weeks initially, which was ambitious at best, and it's taken probably the better part of 6 months for most of it to get cleaned up. Still not all, but in the residential areas, I mean, we're talking about pure devastation.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Reverse move.
It was nice to see the greater Augusta area not see as many signs of it since the last time we were here. Of course, EYBL Scholastic had their finals here in March. That might have been what I was initially thinking of, because when we got here in March, I remember it was still very visible.
Yeah. Now, just give you a brief example on my block. On the homes on either side, 8 homes stretch. My house and the house next to me weren't affected, but every other house, 8 houses down on either side, had some rear end damage to their home. So either a bedroom or a kitchen or a bathroom was taken out, along with the roof and everything else. Those tall Georgia pines don't have deep roots. That one lays up and down. Once again, that's Ibrahim. He's put on some offense.
Yeah, they're not going away. The City Rocks, give them credit. They got this back down to 6, just like we're giving credit to the people here for what this facility did for the community in those trying times. I mean, that was a terrific show of community, the way they stepped up and housed so many people.
Yeah, imagine being without power, not able to cook because most people had electricity in their homes, electric heat. Not being able to cook or bathe for 9 days.
Yeah.
That was our case. Friends came through with the generator on the last day. 3 quarters in the books. 6-point game, just a 2-possession game. The New York Lightning out of the EYBL with a 6-point advantage over City Rock Hope.
So we saw a lot of offense from the Lightning here. Remember, this thing was knotted up at 29 going into the halftime, but Lightning responded with a 20-point period. And the City Rocks getting in on the action themselves. That was Avery Council with the knockdown. Torrey Brooks, just a wizard with the ball, throwing it up. Jada Swan throwing it down. City Rocks trying to get in on it themselves, getting out in the open floor, but you have to be careful not to get into a track meet with the Lightning. You also have to be careful not to leave Jalen Taggart open, and then Diallo, the footwork from the elbow, jab step, mid-range pull-up, doing what he does.
No excuses, just banners, and one more banner will go to the victor. The PIT championship game as we prepare you for the 4th quarter. Alongside the Director of Scouting, 24/7 Sports, Adam Finkelstein, Charles McNeil with you.
The final 8 minutes of the 2025 Nike Peach Jam. What a privilege it is to be here again this year.
I was going to ask you, and you're taking in the last couple of weeks, what are your takeaways of what you saw outside of maybe the Brad Beal Elite team going back-to-back?
Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a pivot, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I love every year at the Peach Jam, but I think my all-time favorite Peach Jam memory was last year's championship game. You and I got to call that game with Terrence Oglesby when we had the Boozer brothers completing that three-peat and doing it against AJ DeBonsa and Tyron Stokes. And I couldn't help but think, listen, we've called 20 games over the course of the last 5 days, and it's been awesome. The level of coverage from the Nike Air Cam, thank you, to Theo doing the sideline interviews. It has been awesome. But that matchup, that one was something historic. So I've been a little nostalgic here thinking about that and all the different matchups we've been lucky enough to see over the years.
You better believe it. New York Lightning taking their time, but shot clock winding down. Backdoor feed for the slam. Find your man and let him finish at the rim.
Great misdirection from Brooks on that pass, beautifully executed, and then Diallo gave it a fitting punctuation.
Taggart, mid-range, got it.
Man, he's skilled. Shoots such a softball. Lightning got to be careful here because think they thought they were on the verge of pulling away here, and the City Rocks just hanging around.
They've got their reserves out here getting ready for the stretch run, and that one knocked home.
Big shot.
Devon Biggins Jr.
He's a football player, Charles. He's going to Boston College to play in the gridiron, but didn't want to leave his basketball teammates until it was all said and done.
Blankenberg. DJ coming in, Biggins Jr. 7 points, 3 rebounds. Nine-point game, critical possession here. And another knockdown shot for Taggart.
Man, he goes through those legs. If you are guarding him, you better rush him like he is a quarterback and you are blitzing, because he's made 3 of those now.
Coach said he wanted to limit his touches and clean looks, and that one was under the rest. The reverse is rejected by Blankenberg. And another one by Blankenberg. He's blanked a couple of shots in there.
Great contest there by Blankenberg. We saw Diallo hammer, I think, 3 different dunks today, and he said, not this time.
2-possession game.
Watch Blankenberg contest these shots here. Oh, we'll get a look at it in a minute, but Diallo, who had hammered a couple of big dunks, was denied that time. Oh, loose. Ooh, he stepped on that ball. Yeah, that is going to get anybody's ankle. Lightning are upset about the time of the whistle, and technically they are correct.
But based on the official's ability to see that,
I think the official made a quick reaction play. Now watch. Okay, this is the previous possession. Blankenberg coming up. That was the second of 2 blocks there. And what happened in the subsequent possession, you had Bradford went up, was airborne, and then came down with his right foot, landing on the ball, and immediately rolled his ankle. Thankfully, you'll see in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, walking off under his own power, so it doesn't look as bad as it could have been, because that is very dangerous.
Especially when you're up that high.
Yeah.
And you
can't say I can relate, but I'm sure it looked dangerous.
Yeah, I've never been up that high either, but I broke my foot coming down on a loose ball rebound, so I can relate. Landed on someone's foot as opposed to the basketball.
A high post bucket that time. Oh, geez, he jumped over him.
Yeah, Julian Desir with that last field goal. City Rocks, step over. Jump shot, no good for Taggart.
Little step back there, created just enough space to rise and fire. Swan downhill.
And Swan to the hole.
Left hand, pretty.
Talking with some of my friends up the way, they said that he is arguably one of the best guards in New York City.
No, I think that's true. 6'4", great size, versatile attack. But that time, Blankenberg, have yourself a day. There's Brooks.
Dump down, spin move, off balance shot, rattles out.
I think he was surprised it rolled out. That ball hit all parts of the rim before it bounced out.
Too much English on that one. High ball screen, trying to fight through it, picking up a foul. Are the Lightning.
Yeah, Desir just tried to go right through that screen. You got to go over it or got to go under it. You can't go through it.
It'll be Ibrahim to inbound. 4.5 left. 3-possession game. 8-point advantage for the New York Lightning out of the Bronx. Facing a team from Rochester, New York. Upstate versus the city. Driving, Taggart. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. And now they've got numbers down the other way. Left wing, wide open. Got it.
Big shot, pushes it back to double figures. 11-point lead now. Oh, they called that a 2. 10-point lead. 4 to play.
Another turnover for City Rock's hope. They'll afford that. Coach demonstrating the jump stop.
Yeah, he's just repeating off 2 feet, off 2 feet. We were talking about that in the early broadcast, how Jalen Brunson has almost made it trendy to play off 2 feet in the lane. There's a lot of talk about Con Kneppel with that coming into the draft as well. Guys who aren't the Skywalker athletes, but can still finish because they get their balance and then have a lot of different maneuvers they can go to when they're planted off 2.
That was a ball don't lie situation right there. It looked like the New York Lightning player, Brooks Jr., was out of bounds right in front of us. Subsequently, the ball went out of bounds on the pass on the opposite side.
City Rocks need a bucket here.
Running the set, Blankenberg on the give and go, inside, and now down hard goes the big guy.
Well, they were face guarding Taggart, so the City Rocks basically elected to play 4-on-4.
Graham at the line.
Talked about Graham earlier, an intriguing long-term prospect, good body type, good athlete, solid touch to work with here, just starting to scratch the surface of his potential. You know, I think so often people think that high school is like the end of the race. It's really just the beginning. How much can you keep improving, continue to dedicate yourself to the game, especially the way the transfer portal operates right now? There's no final destination in this recruitment process.
From the perimeter, knocked another one down.
And that one is a 3, and that one will push it to 11. 3 minutes to play, Lightning lead.
Torrey Brooks Jr. with the triple. Nice pass, go to the strong side and lay it up and down.
And he got around 2 shot blockers there, and the City Rocks going to talk it over. 3 minutes to play, the deficit is 9. They're going to try and string together one final run here.
Amir Graham with a big basket. You just got finished talking about him. His coach said he's a nightmare, a matchup nightmare for any opponent. He can score with his back to the basket as he manipulated himself inside and found the opening for an easy layup. Next phrase in his development is scoring from the mid-range, which he has done from time to time. Get another look at what he's been able to do in this game.
I love the poise here. You're going to see it here coming off the ball screen. Nice pass. Watch the way he lets the first shot blocker go by. Continues to land on 2. Times it just right to get around Diallo as well. Didn't rush at all. Very nicely executed.
I think he may have benefited from bobbling that first pass as well, because if he had caught it cleanly, I think he wanted to go straight up with the bobble that enabled him to take a look and see what was there defensively.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
No doubt. Inside of 3 minutes left. The kick championship in the steal. Taggart going in, goes to his strong side, lays it up and finds the bottom.
Got a roll, and that time as well. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a kick and it wasn't called.
5 made threes for Taggart, a couple of 2-point field goals as well.
It's a big possession right here.
Can they stop him?
No, they cannot.
Amazing move right there. Diallo, and a timeout on the floor.
Now it's Lightning who we're going to talk it over, trying to put the finishing touches on this one.
What an outstanding move that was. Grace, agility, and the ability to finish. That's a lot of work, a lot of practice, and a lot of time put in the gym. Rewarded here on the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about that. What is coming up now is the final 150 seconds of the 2025 Nike EYBL season, culminating here in North Augusta, South Carolina, as it always does.
I think back to what you said at the beginning of the second half, winning the first 3 minutes, winning the last 3 minutes. This is the last 3 minutes of this game. You win those, as we saw with the Lightning's ability to come back from 15-2 down early. Can City Rock's Hope do the same here and win this last 3 minutes and pull out a victory?
And you know what you'll notice on the, you'll see on that signage there, which I thought was cool. This year's signage recognizes both Augusta and North Augusta. On that wall you're looking at there, there's some signage right to the right of the scoreboard that says Augusta with the swoosh. And then on the other side, going vertically, it says North Augusta. So recognizing both cities, I thought a very nice touch from the Nike staff this season.
Absolutely. You think back to the beginnings of this, Coach Clint Bryant, the coach of Augusta State University back then, now Augusta University. He, along with the brain trust of Nike, getting together and putting this event on. Dee Pierce and some of the early starters of this event, going back all those years. Dee's still a pillar in helping youth in our community.
That's a very cool history. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Coach Bryant actually has the court named after him. At Augusta University, he was a star at Clemson before Terrence Oglesby. Yeah, became the athletic director of athletics. Very, very important figure in the Black Coaches Association, which you know is a pillar amongst the NCAA coaches. They get a lot of legislation done year in, year out.
Legislation and also training too, helping former players to become quality coaches. I think that's such an important part of their work.
High off the window. There's a follow-up. That's good. So 1:18 left, still life. City Rock's Hope out of the EYCL. Driving to the lane, left-hand shot, no good. But there's a whistle, and New York Lightning will head to the line.
This is as close as it has been since halftime now, so these are important free throws coming up.
I talked about winning that last 3 minutes. They've got a shot. 2-possession game. They need some misses at the free throw line out of the New York Lightning. That one rattles out, so they have hope. Literally. City Rock's Hope with the basketball, driving to the lane. Right-hand shot is up and down. And a timeout on the floor. Amir Graham taking care of business, putting his team within hailing distance with 1 minute left on the clock. New York Lightning, the likes of alumnus that include Malik Thomas, Elliot Cadeau, Obi Toppin.
Jesse Govan, I remember Shamari Pond, some of the recent ones. Elliot Cadeau was dominant in the EYBL right before he reclassed up. That was just a couple years ago. Four-point game, 1 minute to go.
Who wants it?
And who's going to be able to execute? City Rocks are going to pressure here. Lightning have to get the ball in bounds, take care of it. Oh, they didn't do it. City Rocks are going to get it back.
And even better, no time off the clock.
Well, that's wrong because it hit that should be at least a second because it hit
they're making the adjustment.
Receiver's finger.
So 0.3 of a second.
Okay.
Give the fans their money's worth.
Yeah. Hit his hand, then bounced, then went out of bounds. But hey, cool.
All right, execution the key right here.
No threes for Taggart.
Coach McCauley with the
Not
set
the
play.
shot.
Off balance heave, no good.
Yeah, that was not it.
Oh, defensive effort.
Brooks has got to take care of the ball here.
Putting the hands team out there now. One big and 4 guards. And try to play it out if they can. Shot clock at 10. Driving, getting in the paint. Now the kick. Extra look, 5 seconds. Pull up from the elbow. That's off the mark, ball tip, controlled. New York Lightning, as the buzzer sounded, there was a pause that allowed the basket to be scored on the weak side, and I think it counts. Now they're just checking to make sure the coach knows it's not a shot clock violation. We've had that happen throughout the week where shots go up and it's visibly well ahead of the buzzer.
And they don't reset the shot clock?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but
Players are kind of trained.
Yeah, it's a clock error, and they have played through it every time. 6-point game. They are probably going to need a 3 here, but they got to get it quick. That's the most important thing.
Taggart finds his man, now gets it back. Pull up, jump shot on the catch and shoot, comes up short, and that should do it.
Lightning are going to hold on. The exclamation point
In style.
with the left hand. How about that?
That was up, and away. So this New York Lightning team, 10-12 overall during the season. 6-1 as they found themselves in the pit, and make it now 7-1 and finishing strong at the end to capture the victory by a final count of 70-62.
There are very few teams that get to end their season with a win at any level. And when you do, it's a special thing because your last memory is a positive one. So credit to the New York Lightning who get to show off that PIT banner.
Championship